they went past and they just put it over my head.
Okay.
I don't know why.
So
Okay.
if we start off with what we're doing here today.
Yeah, so I'll introduce myself, okay, who I am and whatever, and then you can, and I'll say I'm here to interview you regarding IslamAgainstExtremism.com, right? And then we go into what it is, okay? If you feel uncomfortable anytime, just
No,
let me know. Okay. Hi listeners, we're here in London, just right after the London terror attacks on London Bridge, and I'm here with a group here who've just come out here in Marble Arch to a group called IslamAgainstExtremism.com, and we're here to discuss the whole point of what is actually happening here amongst the Muslim community here in London and also in the UK. Why are they resorting to these acts of terror on the streets? And how does it relate to the religion of Islam? And how does it relate to what the Quran says? Hi, what's your name by the way?
My name is Aqeel Abu Umar.
Hi Aqeel, and your name is?
My name is Shamsuddeen Abu Aisha.
Hi
Shamsi,
okay. Assalamu alaikum.
Shamsi.
Okay, so what I want to ask you, you from, you look like you're from North Africa.
Yeah, I am indeed. Algeria.
Algeria, that's what I thought. They had their own problems during
In the 90s.
In the 90s,
Civil wars.
even before that.
Yeah, that's true, that's right. Yeah.
And where are you originally from?
Birmingham.
Oh, Birmingham. Okay,
I'm
so
English.
You're English.
Yes,
Okay.
my parents are from Jamaica.
Fantastic. What we're here to do today is, what a lot of people want to know is why are people committing these acts of terror on the streets of London and elsewhere in the UK?
Well, first of all, what I would like to say is our organisation is called Centre Dawah. Our website is called Islam Against Extremism, just to make that point clear.
Okay.
So we are City Centre Dawah. We have 7 stalls around the UK. We first set up these stalls to explain to people the true meaning of Islam, which is to worship God alone and to not associate partners with the Creator of the heavens and the earth. After the killing of Drummer Lee Rigby, we decided that we wanted to speak out more against extremism, to let people know that this form of ideology is not allowed or permitted in Islam. I think Drummer Lee Rigby was killed in 2013 or 2014, and since then we have been getting this message out to the general public that Islam is free of these atrocities. As I stated, we've got 7 stalls around the UK. We have 2 based here in London, West London and East London. We have the original store, which is in Birmingham. We have 1 in Leicester, East Midlands. We have 1 in Oxford. We have 1 in Manchester, and we have 1 in Cardiff in Wales. All of these 7 stores are identical, and we all speak about the same message, to worship the Creator alone, and then secondly, to explain to people our stance against the ideology of ISIS, Al-Qaeda, Boko Haram, Al-Shabaab, Al-Muhajirun, and these types of terrorist organizations.
Okay, you call them terrorists, but what does it actually say in the Quran when it talks about jihad? Would you like to answer
I will
that?
speak about it.
Yeah.
Before I start, I say Bismillah, in the name of Allah, and may Allah peace and blessing be sent on His prophets, Abraham, Noah, Moses, Jesus, and Muhammad. There is not any doubt. There is verse in the Quran speak about jihad, but these ISIS people been misquoting those verses. For instance, the verse that is well known, which many people quote it, is kill them wherever you find them.
Yeah.
That verse in Surah Tawbah.
Strike fear into the hearts of
Yeah,
the
this verse clearly, if you read, this is not even a verse, it's 2 words. There's a verse before it, there's a verse after it. Those verses clearly speaking about the time Prophet Muhammad in the battlefield fighting against the Arab pagans, you see. So this verse has nothing to do with our time, is rather we're speaking about specific time about Prophet Muhammad fighting against the Arab pagans. But yes, in Islam we have the concept of jihad to protect ourselves. Like if any country tries to invade Britain, we have to defend Britain. Every country has a right to defend itself. Likewise in Islam we have a law. However, these ISIS, they are misusing these verses and misquoting these verses, because those verses, if you read them in context, is a refutation against ISIS. There's one verse I want to recite, and it's so clear, everyone can understand it. But I'm going to recite in Arabic first, then translate it. And that is in Surah Al-Mumtahina. Allah mentioned in the Quran, لا ينهاكم الله عن الذين لم يقاتلوكم في الدين ولم يخرجوكم من دياركم أن تبروهم وتقسطوا إليهم إن الله يحب المقسطين. The meaning of the verse, Allah categorized the non-believers into two categories.
Yes.
Allah said, as for those
The believers of the book and the ones that were...
no, this was speaking a different one.
Yeah.
Generally speaking about non-believers. Allah mentioned that as for those who never fight against you and never took you out from your houses and never fight against you because of your religion, then Allah tell you and command you to deal justly and kindly. So this verse is a clear refutation against ISIS, because those who were killed in Manchester or in Paris or in Algeria or in America or any place in the world, has nothing to do with the Muslims killing the Muslims. They were innocent people. You see, so the verses that in the Quran speaking about jihad, verses when an army tried to attack the Muslims, then Allah told us to defend ourselves and to fight against them. I can give you another prophetic tradition which make it more clearer, because what we have to understand that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the Most High, told us how to understand His book. He did not leave it to everyone based upon his intellect and come to a conclusion what is the meaning of the verses. Allah told us in Surah Al-Nahl, the meaning of the verse in Arabic, وَنَزَّلْنَا إِلَيْكَ الذِّكْرَ لِتُبَيِّنَ لِلنَّاسِ مَا أُنزِلَ إِلَيْهِمْ. O Muhammad, we send down the revelation to you to explain to the people what is being sent down to them. Prophet Muhammad clearly mentioned, do not kill a woman, do not kill children, do not kill innocent people. That's clear. This teaching go against the ISIS. Another thing the scholars mentioned, the reason that the Muslims fought against the non-believers is not because of their religion. And the proof of that Prophet Muhammad told us that even a person from the non-believers in his temple, you should not go and kill him. So if our fight is against the non-believers because of their religion, then the first people that we should have killed, who? Their scholars. But Islamically, it's forbidden to go kill their scholars if they're in the temple worshipping their gods. So the verse is speaking, the verse about jihad, some verses are specific, some of them yes are general, but specific about the battlefield. Don't go with translation killing innocent people. I hope that is clear.
Okay, what I wanted to ask you, as you know, ISIS and Baghdadi declared the caliphate in the 4th of July in Mosul, declaring a holy war against the West.
Yeah.
Now, the people that have been recruited here in the UK and other places, they see what's happening in Syria, Libya and other countries like that as an attack on Islam as a faith, and they see the scriptures in the Quran, which is the instruction, as a way of actually defending the faith of Islam. They see the faith being attacked, attacked in terms of drones, attacked in terms of killing innocent children in that country, and therefore they're bringing the war to the streets of London and other places like that. I mean, how do you actually see that in terms of, when people read the Quran, they watch television, they watch what's happening, they get angry and they realize, okay, we are on a sort of a global jihad against the infidel, against the kuffar. What do you say about that?
That's a good point you mentioned. That was something I was going to mention before that. There's something I was going to mention before that, and that is that when you look to ISIS and Al-Qaeda, because as a Muslim, we don't refute someone or something because it's become famous in the West. Yeah. We refute all those people who kill innocent people, you see. So they clearly stated the reason they are doing that is not because of Islam, they're doing it because of political issues. Yes? And now you mentioned that first of all, the Muslim scholars, the well-known scholars, they call ISIS satanic state, not Islamic state. But for the sake of argument, let us say the worst come to a country, they are killing the Muslims there. But Allah mentions to go to fight them in a battlefield. So killing innocent people has no justification in Islam, regardless what ISIS try to bring.
But
so by telling them,
they don't see it as innocent people. When they're committing these acts of terror on the streets of London or elsewhere, they see it as a holy war, and they see themselves as shaheed, and they say that whoever is killed alongside them, they also go into the paradise. What do you believe? What do you think?
What we say to that is, first and foremost, we don't take our opinion and the opinion of us today to decide what is correct and what is jihad and who are legitimate targets.
Yes.
What we have to do, we have to look to look first of all to the Quran. Then we look to what the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, and then we look to the understanding of the companions of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. And after that, it is our scholars who explain these issues to us. What these people are doing, they are looking to their own intellect, and they're using their own intellect to decide who are legitimate targets. Now, as the brother stated, there are many hadith which are the prophetic statements of the Prophet Muhammad that clearly states the killing of women, children, and non-combatants is forbidden.
Yeah.
It is clear.